What if you could only use an average striker all throughout your journeyman save? Would you be able to eventually win the Champions League, or would you be stuck down in League 2 or the A-League? That's what we're going to find out in this experimental save. Ben Waine is our average striker, and this is the Waine Train. Hey guys, and welcome back to the first episode of the FM22 Waine Train series with me, Raxel FM, where today we are starting our journey with the Wellington Phoenix. We are starting our journey with Ben Waine to see how far we can take this young man. Can we go all the way to European football by moving from the Wellington Phoenix? Or are we going to be stuck in New Zealand and Australia for the entirety of this save? It's time to find out. I am so excited for the save. We are going to be moving clubs as much as possible. But of course, whenever we move a football club, we're going to have to bring this man with us. He will be starting every single game he is fully match fit to start. He is going to be our star striker. And we're going to find out, can you win everything possible in Football Manager without even having a top quality striker? But Ben Waine does have a decent potential. So we could potentially get a decent striker by the end of the save. But for now, he's certainly just an average one. If you guys are excited for the save, please make sure to smash the like button on today's video, as well as subscribing so you don't miss all of the content throughout this entire save. I'll be trying to pump out as many videos as I can, but I'm hoping for somewhere around 2 or 3, sometimes it might be 1 a week. We'll see how it goes, and hopefully you're enjoying the ride. Can we please smash 30 likes to celebrate starting a new save and an exciting save? I think it's a great idea. I think it's one that I haven't seen anyone do before, starting with just one player that has to be a striker that's going to continue the entire journey with us. Should be an interesting concept. Hopefully Ben Waine does awesome in it. And you're probably already wondering why Ben Waine is the man that I've chosen. And it's a bit of a weird one, but I'm a New Zealander. I just love this man. He is an absolutely brilliant footballer. He's not the best skillful, but he just loves playing football, and you can see it when he scores a goal. Look at this clip. Look at his face. He is chuffed to be scoring that goal, and I think that translates really well into what I want to do in this save. Just have a bit of fun, see what happens, and Ben Waine is the perfect man for that. He's also young and not worth that much, so we should be able to take him throughout each club without him getting injured or retiring or being horrific. It's also interesting to see how we can develop, as he does have 4.5 star potential ability, so you never know what will happen. In terms of the rest of the team, we do have some real star quality players, Gary Hooper probably being the main man. And it's difficult because he's in Ben Waine's position, but he is really good, so we might have to go with a 2-striker formation to start this series off. We've also got players like Sandoval, who's just come into the Phoenix in real life, looking really good. Piscopo is great for the Wellington Phoenix in real life, not playing for them anymore, unfortunately, but a really good player. Tim Payne, great right-back, centre-back option. Ollie Sale, great goalkeeper. I have a feeling a lot of these players are going to be players that you'll get to know throughout the save, and might even be moving on to our next club with us. But I'm hoping to only have to spend 1, 2, maybe 3 if we have to, years in the Wellington Phoenix, developing Ben Waine before we move on to another club. Obviously, I've got a bunch of leagues loaded up. If we go, where do we go? Add remove leagues. You can see that I've got England as playable, Belgium, France, Germany, Portugal, Italy, Netherlands, Scotland, Spain, Turkey, and the United States. I feel like that gives me a good range, as well as a couple other leagues to actually view. So that's the plan. Trying to move through as many different competitions and winning as many things as we possibly can with Ben Waine up front. And I guess the very first thing we have to do, make sure he is up front and putting him as an advanced forward. I imagine that's the role we're going to be playing with for most of this time. We're also the manager of New Zealand in the save, and to be honest, that's mainly just because I kind of want to. That way I get to manage Ben Waine not only in his Wellington Phoenix kit, but also in his New Zealand kit, and hopefully he does a magical job for us, potentially getting into the World Cup with this man. but I feel like I've rambled on for long enough. I'm not going to try and make these videos too lengthy, but the first thing that we're going to focus on is making some transfers all throughout this time. I will let you know what happens in the New Zealand game against... Who are we versing? If we go to schedule, we're versing New Caledonia in the World Cup qualifiers. I'll let you know what happens in that. I'm sure we will end up winning, but the main focus right now is the Wellington Phoenix and our transfers all the way leading up to the first game of the A-League season. We're going to try and win that, of course. For now, let's see who I can bring in to support Ben Waine up front. Oh, let's hope he scores some goals for us. Our first professional season has officially begun. The A-League has started with a win for Melbourne City and Western Sydney Wanderers, but we're focused on our first game, which is going to be taking place against Macarthur this afternoon. We're going to win it. I have a feeling in my bones, and after the signings I've made, I'm feeling even better about it. Let's start with the player that we haven't gotten rid of any players, actually. We've just... Oh, no, we did get rid of one player. We had to release them. There we go. Release players. So we started off by releasing Suri because he was a outsider, a foreigner. There we go. And it holds up one of our 5 foreigner spots. Not very good either. I don't remember getting rid of this guy, but apparently we got rid of him too. And Oscar Van Hattem. Bit gutted to see this guy go, as he is a really good youngster. But we needed space for other players. I kind of regret one of them, but you live and you learn. The players that we've brought in, starting with the most impressive, is George Niedermeyer. Oh my gosh, I'm never going to be able to pronounce that. The German centre-back comes in for just £925 per week, and of course a free transfer. He played for the A-League side, Melbourne Victory last season, very good, and now he's coming in. Going to be our starting centre-back. I think he's going to be an absolute rock. Even though he's 35, still got really good stats and going to be a good player for some years to come. We've also brought in a youngster on loan. I think he's a really good midfield option. We needed more options in there, and he brings us exactly that. We've also brought in another centre-back who I think is going to start next to our German man. And this one is Dino, I'm going to call him, because it's a lot easier to say than his last name. Played for Perth Glory, Melbourne Victory, and all around Australia and Malaysia at one point too. So it's good to see a bit of experience in here, and I think he's going to be a really good signing for us. Again, on a very cheap fee of just £625 per week. And our final signing, coming back to the Phoenix, Michael McGlinchey. His 1.5-star current ability looks terrible, but it's Michael McGlinchey. He played for the Knicks years ago now, after going back to the Central Coast Mariners and trying to do some stuff in Scotland. Didn't go brilliantly, but now he's back in the A-League. Not going to make too many appearances, I don't think, but a great option in midfield. So our starting team for our first game is looking like this. Very, very happy with that. Wayne, Piscopo, Ball, Sandoval, Lewis, Rufer, Payne, with the German centre-back, and Dino with McGarry on, but normally we would be starting Sam Sutton, but he's picked up an injury. Sale, Paulson, Wooten, Elliott. You see the bench. It's a beautiful bench as well. Really good options. I think I've done a very good job. Another thing that I've done a very good job with is making sure that we get New Zealand qualified for the World Cup qualifier, although a 2-0 loss against Iran does show us that maybe we're not going to be winning that qualifier. I don't know who we're versing yet. It'll be drawn at some point, but this one, it was unfortunate. I actually suggest we should have beaten them. So a 2-0 result is very flattering to Iran, hoping that we can get better results. But we beat New Caledonia 4-0, Chris Wood with a double, and unfortunately, Ben Waine wasn't available for that one. Ben Waine starting this one, but not scoring the goal. Got to start Ben Waine up front for today's game, even though they want us to get Gary Hooper in. It is the first game of this entire save. You got to have Ben Waine starting. I mean, the rule is that if he's match fit, he's starting. And mate, his heart is well and truly full. He is starting. Let's jump into it. First game of the A-League season. Going for a Gagan press tactic. I could go slightly more attacking by moving Sandoval into the cam position. But this worked really well in pre-season. And I think I back this tactic. They're going with the Christmas tree tactic. Interesting to see, but certainly could cause us some problems. Early on in this game, we do have an opportunity. I started talking and I regretted it because I didn't know what I was actually going to say, but luckily a chance has come straight away, and it looks like it's coming our way. Lewis, over onto Sandoval. Sandoval to Ball. Ball looking for a ball into the mixer. Actually finds Waine, and Waine in the first video, in the most fitting way possible, scores the first goal. of the Waine Train series. Oh, I love to see it. I mean, it's not the prettiest goal he'll ever score, but ball has tried to score, and he's stood in the right position, and he's tapped it in at the right time, and he's made it 1-0 on the night. Oh, I'm chuffed with that. I'm absolutely chuffed to see him being the first goal scorer for us. Curto smashing it forward down to their right back. Mirarapa, I think he used to play for Watford actually, so a bit of a known player over in the A-League here. De Silva into Juric, some good players that they've got going on. And they've actually got De Vea. If you follow Wellington Phoenix football, you'll know that he actually left the Wellington Phoenix in dramatic fashion to go over to MacArthur. He seems to be quite quiet in this game. Ben Waine, not quiet at all. 7.3 rating, 1 shot, 1 goal. Well, I mean, he could have had another shot off camera, I don't know. But 3 shots to their, 1. Looks like we're a slightly more dominant side here. And I'm happy with the tactics so far. Payne into Rufer. If we can beat this MacArthur side as well, we'll probably be doing quite well. Because on paper, they're one of the better teams in the league. Away from home as well. This is not an easy challenge. So it's proving that we're a decent squad early on. Payne looking for a ball into the mixer. Waine is there, and he scores again. This time, I think it's going down somehow as an own goal for Mararapa, the man that I was talking about just before. So I'm happy that I committed the time to talk about him. But I don't know how that hasn't gone down as a Ben Waine goal. I will certainly take it, but I want the statistics for the man. I guess it's come off the goalkeeper and meant to go out, but the defender just came in stupidly, tapped it into the back of the net, and now we're winning 2-0. This is definitely a more convincing result than I was expecting. I was absolutely not sure what to expect, actually, because the A-League is such a weird competition with so many teams so close to each other in ability. I reckon that this MacArthur team is one of the better ones, so I'm very happy that away from home we're doing so well. Piscopo into Lewis, trying to get it into ball, but they do intercept it, and you can see the congestion in that midfield area. It does mean that when we use this wing side, we do have a lot of space. When we switch the ball like we have done here, MacArthur gets some space. Piscopo, Lewis, over into ball. Oh my goodness. 3-0. And what a header that is. I was not expecting this to start the season, boys and girls. Ball, nodding it in from further than the penalty spot. I don't know if I've seen many people with the heading neck power to get it in from there. But the goalkeeper's slightly off his line, and he just places it into the back of the net. 6 shots to their 3. We're dominant as well. It's a flattering result so far, I will admit, but it's not like we don't deserve to be winning. We are winning because we are scoring goals and putting those chances into the right areas and taking those chances when they come to us. Absolutely stoked with the first half performance. Absolutely stoked with the first half performance from Ben Waine. Can we get a second goal for the man in the second half? After 54 minutes, we get the first opportunity of the second half, and it is almost another goal. Coming off the woodwork from a corner. Really good chance for us there to make it 4-0. Would have been an embarrassing result if we managed to make it 4-0. I think even 3-0 was a pretty embarrassing result in front of your own fans on the first day of the season. It'll be proven later on whether we're actually just a top quality side, but it's looking like we're a top quality side right now. Sandoval into Lewis. Piscopo sees Ben Waine running through, but doesn't quite have the legs to get through that gap before the pass comes through. We do win it back though. I'm already saying it. There we go. Ben Waine into our German centre back. Sandoval can't find a player, and this does look like it's going to be their chance. It is Ulysse. I don't even know how to say his first name, but De Vea. He's not really done much with it. They do get it straight back. Ugarovic down the right-hand side into Rose. Back to Ugarovic. This is their chance, and it is their goal. I don't think he's off either. Juric, he's running away with it like he scored. I think he has scored. They're going to go to VAR, but nah, I think he's on. I'd love it if he wasn't on. Absolutely love it if he's not on, but he is on. 3-1 on the night. They probably do deserve a goal based off the statistics in the second half going up a wee bit more in their favour, but he's comfortably on. I'm not even slightly worried about watching the replay there. 65th minute. Still got plenty of time to go in this football match for them, and plenty of time for us to make tactical substitutions to try and hold on here. We're going to make Pennington come off on for Rufer because he has picked up a yellow card already, and we're going to get... Piscopo's not having the greatest game. So I might bring him off for Ben Old and move Sandoval into that position. Play Ben Old as the Mazzala. Yeah, he can do a job there. Sounds good. Sandoval inside forward. Yep, perfect. Sounds good. That's the tactical substitutions we're going to make. Still got one more in the back pocket to make later on in the game. And another opportunity is coming our way. Ben Old, another one of the youngsters, by the way, that could turn into a really good player in the save. I mean, I say... Oh, Ben Waine almost scored. I've already said the aim is to transfer to different clubs with Ben Waine, but I wouldn't complain if we have to bring a couple of these young Kiwi boys along for the ride, because I'm always interested to see where New Zealanders end up, even on a fictional video game. We're actually bringing our German centre-back off because he's played worse than our experienced Dino. I don't think it's going to matter what substitutions we make. We're winning this game 3-1 on the first day of the season. Absolutely thrilled with that. Ben Waine with the goal. And actually, I think he's managed to bag the man in the match, as Ben Waine just started the Waine train in the perfect way. He has. He's got a man of the match. He's got a goal. He's got man of the match. A 7.6 rating. And we're now all aboarding the Waine train. What a way to start it. 3-1, top of the table. Looking like a very good side indeed to start this year off. Wow, I'm chuffed with that for the first episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, make sure to smash the like button as well as subscribing so you don't miss the rest of this save. It's going to be an interesting one. Slightly different to how I'd normally do a save, as I said. I'm probably going to come back in the January transfer window. I don't know if I'll make many changes during the January transfer window because the A-League is sort of, again, a bit restricted in the way you can do transfers, but I reckon a couple of these players down here might be getting sold, and we might look out for a couple of free agents if we can bring anyone in. So that is the plan for the transfer window. That is when we will be coming back. I've got a lot of games to simulate off camera. Actually, only like 5 games to simulate off camera. That's calm. I don't mind doing that at all. We'll see who we end up versing. Might go for Western United. Oh, you just love a bit of Western United as a Wellington Phoenix fan myself. But for now, I'm simulating those games. Hopefully we can win more. Hopefully Waine can score some more. All aboard the Waine train, boys and girls. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all later.